What it do, everybody? Let me see. Naisha, what it is, Naisha? What it do, everybody? I'm gonna let everybody fill in here real quick before we get started. Definitely had to come in, chime in with y'all. I just got off of work not too long ago. I had to wash up and get right. What it do, baby? Hey, what it is? Already, Nugget. You already know what it is. Yeah, but I definitely had to holler at y'all. I was gonna wait till tomorrow, so we're gonna do a video tonight, and then I'm off tomorrow, so I can definitely give y'all everything. What it is, DB? But yeah, we're gonna let it fill in real quick. Hold on for 1 second. Let me see. Hold on for 1 second. And like I said, the updates is not pertaining to law enforcement or FBI or new leads. When I say updates, I'm talking about updates of what I assume, what I speculate, and what I think. What I really think. Like I said, I had to go all the way back to really just go back to the beginning to figure out what really happened for real. But I'm gonna wait a few minutes, and then we're gonna get this thing started. And I'm gonna present just to see if we on the same page, because somebody can say I'm tripping, but that's why we all here, because I'm gonna show y'all. I want us all to be on the same page. One thing I don't want to do, I don't want to throw nobody off. I don't want to get nobody false leads, or how they say, you reaching or whatever. I ain't trying to do all that. So hold on for 1 second. Okay. All right. What it do? This your boy J Real. Skirt. Back it up. Why I always do that? Y'all know what it is. It's your boy Drop, aka J Real from Got the Drop TV. Hit that like, that subscribe, and that notification bell button so you can get the drop whenever I get the drop. Y'all know what it is. DB, you from Muck City? You from Belglades? You from Muck City? The only Muck City I know from the dirty South is Belglade. Well, I ain't gonna say that. It's probably Muck City everywhere. But in Florida, West Palm Beach, Belglades, Florida. Oh, I get around. But yeah, let me do that thing again over. It's your boy Drop from Got the Drop TV, aka J Real. Y'all know what it is. Hit that like, that subscribe, and that notification bell button so you can definitely get the drop whenever I get the drop. That's what's up. Hey, Moon. All right, let's dive into it. Okay, yeah. See, I'm on mine's 561 Palm Beach County. You already know. I used to stay in Delray. That's how I know. When I seen that Muck City, I already knew what time it was. That's Belglades. That's Belglades and all that. You know what I mean? The Muck, cane fields, all that. Yeah, I used to be up around that area, all that. I get around, believe me. You know what I mean? Palm Beach County. Greensville, South Carolina here. That's what it is. That's what I'm talking about. All right, let's tune in. Already, man. Look, I know my stuff. One thing I don't do, I don't cat. I can tell you anything you want to know. They got a program out there in the middle of the cane field called Cedar Palm Academy. It's a level 8 residential program for teens that's bad and all that. I know, believe me, I was out there. I went out there twice. But let's get to it. Pahokee. Oh yeah, I know Pahokee, all that area. I know about all that. Believe me, I get around. I know about all that. But let's get to it. Everybody. All right. I've been missing in action. I've been missing the action, and I know y'all like, man, what's going on with Drop? Look, Drop been doing the family know what's going on. See, I don't tell everybody everything, but I've been really getting to the nitty gritty. Now, I'm reaching out to what's her name? Right now as we speak, like I'm reaching out to what's her name? Miss how do I say her name? Dorica and Natalie Wilson. If anybody know who these people are, they have a foundation called Black and Missing. They also host the HBO channel, and they dedicate this towards missing kids and missing adults. So I'm making some moves right now. Like seriously, like I'm making some moves, and we're gonna get this thing done. Also, I got some things going on in my own town. You feel me? Dealing with organizations that deal with these cases, and also we're gonna be blasting out flyers. Now to the breaking point, the update. Now, before I show y'all this, I want y'all to understand. We all know it's been stories going around about TJ being involved. Who is TJ? For those who are new and don't know, TJ is the baby father. What's up, Susan? TJ is the baby father. Sosa is the other baby father, the oldest child baby father. Now, there was speculation that TJ had something to do with it. It wasn't that much speculation about Sosa had anything to do with it, allegedly because of the long video live he did or whatever. But let's get to the nitty gritty now. I've told y'all in the video before that go back to the beginning, right? I told y'all this, right? And I'm getting chills just because ain't nobody really paid attention. Now, if you go back to the beginning, everything was really broken down. Miss Alberta didn't lie. TJ didn't lie. Everybody was basically clueless, right? Now, I really don't want to show the video because it's somebody else's or whatnot, but I have to show it so nobody say, oh, you lying, or you can get a full idea. Now, for all the ladies in the comments, right? First, I want to ask y'all this one question. If you are having a conversation with your homegirl, your cousin, or anybody about your child's father, and at any point moment, if you don't want to use his name, please put in the comments, what will you call him? What would you call him? I'm speaking about your baby father. When you have a conversation to your friend, your cousin, your homegirl, how do you speak about him? When you talk to your sister or anybody, what do you say? If you don't say his name, what do you say? I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show y'all where I'm going with this. What do you call him? If you don't say his name, what do you call him? People, can you put this in the comments, because this is also evidence to, without me even getting there yet, that we on the same page. In the comments, women, exactly. All right. DB said baby daddy. Jamela said baby daddy. My friend. Martin says my friend. I don't know who calls their baby. Maybe, hey, to each his own. Okay. Peace and blessings, everyone. Always, always peace and blessings. Always. And that's how I'm going to start my video from now on, peace and blessings. Because when I talk to everybody else, it's always peace and blessings. Now, now we have 2 or 3 comments. I think like 2 comments that, people say my baby daddy, right? Now, I want y'all to really. What's up, Denise? I want you to really, please, 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 please pay attention. For one, it was stated that when Alexis was going on her, like, I guess losing it, that she took her daughter's phone and cut it off. And she took her phone and she cut it off. But way before it even got to that point, there was a video. There was a video, of course, but you, right, fact said sperm donor. All right, but the point is that you have a name for your baby father without saying his real name. Now, before it got to that point with Alexis taking her daughter's phone, cutting it off, she taking her phone, cutting it off. Matter of fact, let's get to the video. Listen to what she says to her neighbor. Listen. The video isn't that loud. People seen this video before, but they probably didn't pay attention to this one little part. It's always the one little pieces that you got to pay attention to. So hold on, let me screw it. Let me share it. Listen to what she says. Let me make sure everybody can see it. Okay.
I ain't gonna lie, I do like group work and shit like that, but good and bad, I already broke what I needed to do.
Why are you moving?
I just gotta get away. My ex is everything. Abuse.
Did y'all catch it?
I know I can get away from him. Like,
listen again.
Yeah, I got to. That's the only way I can get away from him. Because I don't know, I can read him, I can look in your eyes, I can read you. He didn't realize I've been reading him the whole time. I'm reading.
Talking about the guy that's here.
Yeah. Client, like,
hold on, for people, I'm gonna pause it. Did anybody hear what she said? Did anybody, hold on. Did anybody hear what she said? And somebody in the chat, let me know. I know the video is kind of low, but did anybody, that's the video, it's not on my end, it's the video period. But did anybody hear what she said to the neighbor? For those who didn't hear, she told the neighbor, I gotta get away from my ex. She didn't say baby father. She didn't say baby daddy, baby father. She said ex. That plays a big part. She said ex. She said ex. So now TJ is out the picture. Now Sosa is out the picture. She said ex. She would have said baby father. And here's another thing. If she was still talking, let's say maybe she was, then in the video, the neighbor, you know, neighbors are nosy. They see and they hear a lot. You may not talk to them about everything, but they know who your baby daddy is. She didn't even say your baby father. She never even said it. She said the guy that came to the guy who was at your house. The guy who was at your house, meaning that she don't know who the fuck, excuse my language, excuse me, that she don't know who he is, period. Like, she don't know this dude. You feel me? I'm pretty sure she know who TJ is. And if Sosa comes around, I'm pretty sure she know who he is. They the baby daddy. I'm pretty sure she been staying at that apartment complex for a while. You feel me? So it's not like they don't know who her baby, like she definitely don't know who her baby father is. Now, listen, don't believe that. Don't believe the hype. We're gonna break it down right here. Don't believe the hype. Now, when it comes to this, I'm gonna break it down for you. She's not talking about neither one. Ladies, when you move on from a man who you have feelings for and you get into a new relationship, be honest, 100% honest. Please, please, please. Do you tell your ex right away, like, oh, I got a new nigga, or you keep that on the hush until you, like, I ain't trying to put nothing in y'all mouth. Like, do you keep your business to yourself? Like, even if your baby father come around or whatnot, you don't. Do you tell him, "Oh, I got a new nigga," or do you keep it to yourself, or keep it on the low? There's, anybody in the chat can answer. Anybody in the chat can answer. Or do you keep it on the low? Because I would think that most people wouldn't even tell their baby father or their ex who they still have feelings for, or their baby father who they still have feelings for, that I got a new man, because they wouldn't, like, they don't know if they're serious about the relationship or not. It could be a fling. You know, you ain't going to talk about a fling. Then you're going to be all types of bees and hoes. You know, like, let's keep it 100. You're not really going to say nothing about your new nigga. Your baby father may be a jealous nigga. You know, like, you keep that on the hush. You feel me? Like, you really keep that on the hush. Now, let's move forward. And it was stated that we really, allegedly, because we don't know, but it was stated that her and TJ broke up last year in October. There has been online texts that shows that, you know, that they were broke up, had arguments, was saying this and that. We ain't gonna get into the specifics, but it showed that they were not together. You understand? So for the ones that want to speculate and say that, well, TJ did have something to do with it. Well, I would say that if she was talking to her neighbor and she told her neighbor she got to get away from him because she's so in love with him and she just got to move, that's what she has to do. She has to move away. Why would she even call this man to come meet her at the gas station to get the kids if that was the plan? Like, I don't see, like, this it make sense, because that don't make sense. If she was so scared of TJ or worried about him or had to get away from him, she wouldn't call him. She wouldn't call him. She wouldn't call him. And here's another thing. Whoever was that she was afraid or had to get away from was very, very close by. I'm gonna show y'all something now. Because I say that because, hold on. Remove this. Let's remove that. All right. I'm gonna show you why I say that. Because, hold on. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna show you why. I don't think I should pull that up because hold on. Okay, now let me make sure I got it straight so y'all can all see. This is how far TJ was away from her. He was 45 minutes away from her. 45 minutes. Like, he's way across town. Like, way across town. For you to be so worried about, a person that you no longer with, you no longer with, you moved on. It's not TJ. I'm being 100%. It's not TJ. Now let's speculate more. I said, man, maybe it's the other one, because people that talk too much and talk too long, especially during a crime, that's basically they trying to get a person to believe them. My thing is, you ain't got to talk about it. You feel me? What's true is true. But, and the fact that she took her daughter's phone, Sosa said that he always called, when he wanted to get in contact with Lex, he would call his daughter first. Not all the time, but he would call his daughter and tell his daughter to put her on the phone. You understand? He said it multiple times. He said, I would call Naomi. I asked her, is she okay? I said, put your mom on the phone. So I said, oh, okay. So he always called her. Is that the reason why Lex took her phone and cut it off? And then cut her phone off because she didn't want him calling Naomi? And neither. But then it goes back to this video. If I'm reaching, tell me I'm reaching, but y'all heard it for yourself. She did not say baby father. She didn't say my oldest daughter, baby daddy, because we Pacific when it comes to stuff. Like, we specific and we don't want people to get confused. Nothing. We say what it is, like, even if we don't want to say the name, we say baby daddy, baby mama, my first baby mama, my second baby mama. We all do it. But she never said, like, my oldest baby dad, my oldest child father, or my baby dad. She never said that. And then for people that want to think that, okay, well, she was still talking about Sosa, I'll play it again. I know it's very low, but I'm going to play it again. And even if you want to say, well, it is Sosa, so you telling me TJ would allow that? The other baby father that's, in the picture now, he would allow this man to put his hands on her, threaten her, all this stuff. I don't see it. Like, that don't make sense unless she had a new boyfriend. You gotta understand that a lot of men and a lot of women, when they want to get over somebody, they find somebody, and a lot of men or women have been through things in life. They try to show that love and affection through a new spouse. They don't want to go through what they've been through with the next partner or whatever. But it's been explained that TJ was in a relationship with a whole new girl. He was with somebody. Why he kept beefing with, Lex back and forth or whatever. And so what makes you think Lex is not an ugly woman? She's, doing her thing. She's modeling. She's doing hair, all that. What makes you think that she wasn't talking to somebody neither? But based off of people probably knowing her baby fathers, both of them, that she didn't want people to know that. Another example, when Sosa said he called Lex and he asked where she was, she said, we out. We had to get away. That's Now, you could say, oh, that was the day that they were sleeping in the car at the lottery. No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. It definitely wasn't. Sometimes when people hear stuff about their baby mama or anybody out in the street, they give them a call to figure out what was what. But she didn't tell him nothing, period. She said, we just got to get away. From me hearing that, like, we got to get away, you know, you doing you. You feel me? And women have more of a bond and relationship with the child more than some men. I'm not going to say all the time, to the point that you can look at your child and say, you better not tell your daddy SHIT. You better not tell your daddy none of and the child not going to say nothing. The child going to stay in this place because they know that, you know, the father will pick at the kid. Your mama has somebody over there. Your mama this. Your mama, like, this is what goes on in the real world. People use kids to their advantage, and when people want to find out what the baby mama business or the baby father business, they go straight to the child. Why? Because they not with the parent. They not with the person the child is. And if they want to know, you might have had a conversation with the woman or the man, and he like, man, I ain't effing with nobody. I ain't effing with, well, why you ain't picking up your phone? Why you ain't da. That's the perfect time. Okay, my child was with him. Now I'ma say, you feel me? Was your daddy on the phone talking to any girls or any of that? Did you see your daddy meeting anybody? Like, people do that. Men do it too. Did you see your mama talking to any dudes? Or did you, like, people do that. You feel me? But when you moving forward and you know that you've done a lot for a person in a relationship, whether you stuck by him in jail, you paid this, you paid that, and you trying to move forward, and you dealing with somebody that can potentially be a new lover, boyfriend, whatever, you're not going to say nothing to your baby father about that, because that can cause an argument, cause a fight, cause them to cut you off by helping you with the bills. That can cut you off for support for the child. People, you know, like, let's keep it 100. Like, people go through this. You feel me? The dude find out you talking to another dude. I ain't giving you nothing. Don't ask me for no bread. Don't ask me for nothing. Ask that nigga. Like, real talk. People go through this all the time. It's not a nor. It's not like, you know, like, it's not like strategic, or like, I never heard of this. People go through this. Can y'all hear me? Like, people go through this all the time. So when she was talking to that neighbor, I think she was talking to that neighbor about that new boyfriend. Who is he? I don't know. But my guess is the one in the black truck. That black truck was not a fake call. There wasn't nothing fake about that call. Now, women, you may say, okay, well, she didn't answer the door, or when the police came, she was gone. Let me tell you something. Let's be honest. When you and your baby father get in an argument, or he probably put his hands on you, probably elbowed you, slapped you, did whatever, and you called the police, how many times you lied and told the police, you know, like, made up a story, or told the police something totally different than what you said on the phone to protect this nigga? You feel me? Like, let's keep it 100. You feel me? We ain't throwing no shots at nobody. We talking real life stuff. How many times do you do that? How many times you done did that? Like, oh, this nigga, he did this, he did that, and they get there, you tell the police something totally different.
Cause you not mad, your adrenaline wore off, and you like, I don't want to get this. I don't want to get him in trouble. He my support. He. I still love him. People like we gotta start living in the real world. Like this is what's going on. So when she talked to that neighbor, and I don't even think that it was her neighbor first time talking to her, why she didn't open the door? Listen, I'm gonna show you why she ain't open the door. Cause I know people like why she ain't open the door and let her in. Let me show you why. Let me show you exactly why she ain't open that door. Give me 1 second. I'm about to show you why. All right, this is why. I mean, this is what I think. Why I think is the reason. All right, let me share the screen. Let me share the screen. This is why I think why. Look, look right there. Look right here. Look in her hand. Look what's in her hand. You see the circle? You see that? Yeah, but I can know you all I want, but when you come to me talking about some stuff that I ain't even into, and I see that in your hand, like you definitely know, you can definitely tell they knew each other. She knew like her business and all that, but I kept saying like, why she ain't just open the door and let her in? You feel me? But look what's in her hand. She came to the door talking about, you know, I do spells, this, that, you know. And at first I thought it was a knife. It looked like a knife. At first I thought it was a knife. I really thought it was a knife. Her body language, even her moving around, you can see she kept it in her hand the whole entire time. It's not even a cake cutter. It's a shovel. It's a garden shovel. It's a garden shovel. If you go back to like when I tell you I did my research, if you go back to when Miss Alberta was getting interviewed, somebody specifically asked her, was there holes around her apartment? Like, and she stated it, yes. What happened was she dug. That's the tool that she used, and she was digging. Her neighbor seen her. Her neighbor probably seen her digging. You feel me? And that's what made her come straight to her door. You feel me? You know how you get caught doing something and you gotta try to explain yourself? That was one of those moments. That was one of those moments. I believe she got caught digging. And she felt like she had to explain herself because soon as she walked to her door, she said, yeah, I do black magic, or she said I do she started the conversation off just like that. Yeah, I do root work. She said I do root work, good work and bad work. Started the conversation off just like that. Why now? Like why would you start a conversation off? First of all, how do you not even know that that lady is at the door? You didn't not nothing, like you just, because she had to see you. She had to see you. You didn't. We didn't see her. Not nothing. Like none of that. You feel me? You see her walk to the door. It's like, okay, damn, I got caught. Okay. But I know you. I know you. I know you. I know you know me. So now I'm gonna come talk to you. You feel me? And tell you why I probably look crazy doing what I'm doing. You feel me? Like, let's thank people. Like, please, let's thank. If you think I'm reaching, tell me I'm reaching. I'm just trying to really think logical, like logical. She got the tool in her hand right there. You understand? If she was scared for her life, she wouldn't even be out in front of her door right now. You feel me? There was holes dug up around her apartment. It was holes dug up. Listen, it was holes dug up around her apartment. So either she either buried something or she digged up something. And she started the conversation of talking about how she do root work, good and bad. Now, let's fast forward. After this and the black truck, all that, she called TJ. She tells TJ that, she had this weird conversation. She tells TJ that, you know, the last couple boyfriends she wished death on passed away. And I don't think TJ lied about anything he said. I don't think he did. Like, I watched it over and over. He looked like, man, girl done lost her mind. You feel me? Like, you know how you know your baby mama, and then your baby mama doing something totally different, and you like, man, I ain't trying to hear all that BS. You feel me? It's like the man, even after she was reported, like after he called her mother and was like, "Yo, Lex just swerved around me. What's going on?" All this is new. Like, what's up with her? You feel me? He went to work the next day because he didn't like. He ain't even think like, okay, she missing, da da da. This that. He went to work the next day. He called Miss Alberta. Miss Alberta couldn't get through. He went to work the next day. But in the mix of him talking to her, she wanted him to meet him. So she drove 45 minutes. Met him at the gas station. She said she needed gas. She met everybody's like, why the 7-Eleven? It's a gas station. She said she only had 3 miles. Duh. Why wouldn't you meet him at the gas station? But this is the crazy part. Listen, y'all. She told him, do not stop at no red lights. Period. When she put the kids in his car and told him, I'm gonna follow you, she told him, don't stop at no red lights. Just go straight to the house. Or I think it was his mother house. Like, go straight, don't stop. You wanna know why? Like, what did TJ say? She sped around me. She sped around me. Hold on. We're gonna pull the screen. We're gonna pull it up. We're gonna pull it up. He said she sped around me and took off and went made a right. Why she do that? Because he stopped. Because he stopped. He stopped. He didn't do what she said. He stopped. She was serious. Even though he might have thought it was a game, she was dead serious. She was dead serious. But he stopped. Hold on. We're gonna pull it up. He stopped. So she sped around because she ain't stopping. I just told you don't stop. I ain't stopping. You know, like, it's something going on that she really not trying. Like, we people, stuff be going on. We ain't really trying to get nobody in our business. She probably didn't want to tell him because, for one, he already just got out of jail. For two, he on house arrest. Just take the kids. I know they're safe. You feel me? Without telling you too much. You could tell he was worried. Like, he kept saying that. He was like, yo, what's going on? She would not tell this man nothing. Hold on. Let's pull it up. Let's get to the facts. Let's pull it up. Let's put it up. Hold up. Where is that? Where is that? Where is that? All right, right here. Okay. All right. Bomb. Right there. Like that's right there where she swerved around him. He had to stop where you see that white line. Like he maybe y'all can't understand this, but when you come across intersections, they have yields. If they don't have stoplight, they have yield signs. In order for her to zoom straight around him, he had to stop. She didn't just he didn't follow directions. He did not follow directions. And think of it like this again. What if she knew at that exact moment that the black car was back? Because she also told him before he got in the car, look out for these cars. These cars. Look out for these color cars. And she seen that car in her peripheral mirror. And she wanted to take the focus off of him and the kids because he stopped. He stopped. If you stop, a person can follow you. Don't know that you don't know that you're being followed because they stop behind you. But if you hit all the red lights, if you just keep going, 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 you're gonna see who following you because that person that's following you gonna hit all them red lights with you. They're gonna fly through them too with you. You gonna be like, all right, this nigga playing, and this nigga he on my ass. You feel me? Like I think that was smart of her to tell him that. It was just that he didn't know what the heck was going on. This my baby mama. She acting weird, shady, and it all goes back to all right, like who like out of everybody. All right, we know that we have friends that smoke marijuana, pop pills, do things, right? But how many ladies, please be honest. When you meet somebody new, you start doing shit that you ain't done before, that you ain't never done before. You start doing shit like you probably didn't never smoke weed, but you smoke weed. You never probably drank, but you drank. I'm not saying you did outrageous stuff, but you you did stuff because this person like this person's security made you felt safe enough to do it, and you wanted to probably please that spouse. You feel me? So you condone and probably a little bit of his activities that he condoned at. Let me tell you, I believe that Alexis, I believe that she was in a relationship with somebody else. Not only was she in a relationship with somebody else, that he introduced her to some things. You understand? Am I right? No. Everything I'm saying is alleged. But that's why I'm showing you this too. That's why I'm showing you this too to see if you think I'm tripping. Because I've been on this like, yo, I've been on this like, come on. Like, so let's get to it. Like, she with somebody new. She ain't trying to let TJ know. She ain't trying let Sosa know. She really don't want nobody to know. Period. But this person is controlling, has an obsession with her, and is abusive. He's abusive. Now, in her eyes, he could be the knight shining armor. But He's controlling, he's obsessive, and he's abusive. You understand? Why? Her kids is a certain amount of age. She was pregnant before with TJ's child. She had Naomi. Naomi's 9. She was with TJ with Naomi. Now, all of a sudden, you have to get away from him? That don't make sense. He's not even with you. He's not even with you. The most y'all do is argue. Like, that don't make sense. Then you call TJ to meet up with you, give him a hug, take the kids. That don't make sense. If you want to say it was Sosa, you don't think TJ would have did something about it, or hollered at him real loud, or been, like they know each other, but neither one of them know who the new dude is. Nobody know who the new dude is. Nobody. You understand? Because the new dude don't stay in the city. I don't think the new dude stayed in the city. I think the new dude stayed in Atlanta. I'm being honest. Like, I think the new dude stayed in Georgia. But he has ties in South Carolina. That's what I really believe. Like, he has ties. When I say ties, no, allegedly trap houses, you know, niggas make moves. You feel me? I live down south. I know how it is to rent in and out of city to city. I know how it is. Like, I was just hollering at somebody from Palm Beach County. Like, I'm all the way up here up north. Like, I know how it is when that money is bad here but good there. You understand? And I'm pretty sure they had some good moments, but like I said, he was excessive, abusive, and controlling. I don't think that I don't think that she was worried about TJ. Because TJ was doing him. To be honest, like, TJ was doing him. I don't think she was worried about Sosa, because I think Sosa was more worried about her. You feel me? But not in the way that I'm scared. You feel me? Like, in a way that she controlled that situation. You feel me? I don't think it was even him. But I do think she was with somebody that nobody knew about. And the way that she talked to that lady at that door, I'm talking about, I played it over and over. It gave me chills because it showed that whoever this new guy was, she really, really didn't even feel safe in her own city. She had to get away. It was just, I feel as though, God forbid, that it was one of those moments where he was on it. He was on her ass. He was on her ass. I don't think she was lying about the cars. I don't think she was lying about the black truck. I believe that when the black truck disappeared and the police was on the way, she figured that that was her time to go, because now my eyes ain't on him no more. I don't know where this nigga at. I gotta, what the fuck? I gotta get up out of here. Like, I'd rather see you than not see you. You feel me? So I know where you at. You feel me? And I don't know, but I I'm telling you, it's not TJ and it's not Sosa. This is the more even. I'm about to show y'all something else. This is the but I think this text that Miss Alberta got was real. Let me show you why. Let me find it. Let me find it. Miss Alberta had got a text. This was her text. That was the text she got. Thank you for the super chat. Super sticker, brother. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. This was the message that Miss Alberta got. Like everybody's probably worst nightmare. And this, for one, like, I don't think that's just know anybody. How do you know Miss Alberta number? First of all, because if you have any tips, you're supposed to call the police for any tips or leads. How you got her number? Did you get it out of her phone? Did you get it out of Alexis' phone before you put it back in the car and took her car way in these hunting fields? Like how did you get Miss Alberta number? Nobody ain't no just anybody doing something like that out the blue. It was never posted. Her number was never posted on the news. Her number was never posted anywhere. How you get that number? How you get that number? Let's talk about it, y'all. Like people so into the like. Let's be real. Like how you get that number? How you get that number? How you get her number? It was said that when they found Alexis' car, her daughter, her phone, her purse, and some clothes was all in the car. And guess, hold on, let's get to it. Guess where her car was at? Look, let's get to the real. This is this is where her car was at. Hold on, let's get to it. I'm gonna show you. Hmm, where is that? This is where her car was at. All right, in a deer hunting field, like 30 miles, like 30 miles, 30 miles. Seven, no, it says 70 miles from where Patterson last saw her. Like, but I think 30 miles from where she lived, if I'm not mistaken. You know what this tells me? That in order for you to take her car, in order for you to take her car out there, that it wasn't just one person. Who's walking from there? Who walking from there? I definitely don't see Alexis walking from there. Like period. Ain't nobody walking. Ain't nobody walking from there. Unless you got somebody that followed the person behind her car, so police couldn't get behind her car. Like say I'm a dude driving her car and I'm in a van driving behind that car, making sure that police can't get behind Alexis car, you know, taking it to this deer thing. Then you get out, get in my van, and we dip. That's what I think happened. And they put her phones in there so they couldn't track where she was at, or or the location that she may be around, or the city that she was at. They put her phones back in her car, so it couldn't track nothing, like nothing, like if she's in Atlanta, if she's in Mississippi, like you ain't gonna get no clues whatsoever. Like, come on, man. Like, this is and to be honest, I'm sorry to say it, like, and God forbid, but if you look at cases like Jeffrey Dahmer, them people, they plan stuff to like this. Like, let's be real. And I'm God forbid this is what's going on with her. But they do stuff like this. Like they so everybody mean to tell me that she did this on, man, come on. Let's be real, y'all. Let's be real. Who, like, they made sure that you wasn't tracking her. That's why they put both phones. They ain't throw it over 95 because, or 95 crossing Georgia, because then you would have got, if they would have found the location on the phone and tracked it from a bridge over 95 going to Georgia, then they can possibly say she in Georgia. Let's search all Georgia now. Like, no. They drove the car all the way back after they seen it crossing Georgia and coming back. They put everything back in her city. Like, mm, 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 mm. Like, I kept looking over and over and over that conversation, and people probably don't even think of that conversation as nothing. It mean the world to me. I'm gonna keep it 100. That conversation meant the world to me because I kept telling y'all, like, go all the way back, because all the way back in the beginning, people didn't have time to plot and plan and do all that. Like, everything is fresh. Just like, all right, like, I'm gonna use an example, and shouts out to Makita's Cookies. When Raven, when that shooting with Young Dolph happened at Makita's Cookies, Raven didn't have a chance to really plan her thoughts and plan what she wanted to say, to the point that she actually slipped and said something that was false and had to recant what she said. But people already painted a narrative and a picture behind what she first said because it was so fresh. Like, that's why I say go back, go back to the beginning. You feel me? Because if you worried about what people saying now, people you can write a whole script now. Like, who knows? Go back. Everything what Miss Alberta said, TJ said, all that line up. Even the Dateline story, everything lined up. Everything lined up. Uh, I, I'm not here for what nobody else said. I don't care what nobody else said. I don't care about no plays. This ain't no play, man. Like, when I ain't here for that. I don't care what nobody else said. She had a new she was talking to somebody new. She was talking to somebody new. And as soon as I start speculating, like, oh, she was talking to somebody new. All these details just started popping up, and then it made more sense why TJ was so confused, why people were so like, what's going on? Because it shows like, yo, we real people. We know when we hide stuff, and then when things come out, people be like, no wonder she was acting like this. No wonder she was acting like that. No wonder she ain't want to say this. No wonder she ain't want. You know, that's what people say. You feel me? Like, it is what it is. It's sad, but do anybody wanna come up here, or I'm gonna drop the link. Do anybody want to come up here, or talk about, put they emphasis on it, or let me know how they feel about what I just said? Am I tripping? Am I tripping about what I said? Like, please, what does it say? All right, I'm gonna play the video over so you can see. I'm gonna play the video again so you can see. Hold on. Hold on. I'm gonna share the video, but the volume is very low. So I hope the volume is very low. And it doesn't have anything to do with me. The video is it's just the video audio. But hold on. I'm gonna play the video. Listen to what she said.
Um, my ex, just everything, the abuse on the side. And the only way I know I can get away from him, like,
You live in the state?
yeah, I got to. I got to. That's the only way I'm gonna get away from him. Without him, no, I can read him. I can look in your eyes. I can read you. He didn't realize I've been reading him the whole time. I've been reading.
Talking
Yeah,
about the guy that's here.
yeah.
Oh.
Client, like, to live your life miserable. Trying all the time, trying to please this man. And it's like, you really can, you just trying too hard. Um, so
I'm gonna rewind it back some more, y'all.
Why are you moving?
Listen.
I just gotta get away. My ex, just everything.
She said my ex.
I'm just
Hold
tired.
on.
I needed to
Why are
do.
you moving?
I just gotta get away. Um, my ex, just everything.
Did y'all hear it?
I'm just tired. And the only way I know I can get away from him, like,
You live in the state?
yeah, I got to. I got to. That's the only way I'm gonna get away from him. Without him, no, I can read him. I can look in your eyes. I can read you. He didn't realize I've been reading him the whole time. I've been reading.
Talking
Yeah,
about the guy that's here.
yeah.
Oh.
Client, like, to live your life miserable. Trying all the time, trying to please this man. And it's like, you really can, you just trying too hard. Um, so I planned my time, and I said when it was going to happen, and then she announced that she was pregnant, and a month later she was supposed to just, I ain't even, I ain't even go look. I just knew when it was going to happen, and I didn't even have to go check on the status or nothing. Her cousin sent this to me because she knew that the girl had.
We gonna leave it at that. But y'all heard it. She, and it's like the neighbor knew it was like, I'm pretty sure she's seen TJ. I'm pretty sure she's seen Sosa. So she wasn't used to seeing this new guy. That's why she was like, the guy who, like, she didn't say your baby father. She didn't say, she didn't say none of that. Even Alexis ain't say none of that. She said my ex. My ex. She ain't say my baby father. She ain't say my oldest daughter father. She said my ex. She said my ex. But who knows what? Yeah, salute. salute rules, but who knows? That could have been a protection or whatever. Or you know how people so, can be so a little terrified inside that they go to the only thing that they know. You feel me? Because deep down inside, we know that she loved or who she loved, but at the same time, when you love somebody and you can't be with them and that person move forward, how do you get through that pain? How do you get through that pain? You talk to somebody else. You talk to somebody else. Or you use somebody else to get you through that pain. I'm telling y'all, uh, the link is in the chat. Anybody want to pull up? You are more than welcome to pull up. Like, and listen, when I nobody ain't there's nobody that said anything about this. I'm bringing it to your attention. Of course, I talk to people before I talk to y'all to make sure that, like, I'm very respectful before I do anything. Before I do anything, I'm very respectful. I just don't figure out stuff and say I'm gonna bring it to. No, I get blessings before I bring anything to y'all because I don't want to bring no nonsense to y'all. I don't want to bring nothing that makes anybody in the family uncomfortable. Period. So I take certain steps before I do anything. Like, this is not nonsense. I'm telling you, ain't nobody brought this up. I'm telling you, I know for a fact, ain't nobody ever brought this up. When I say it gave me chills because it's like, soon as I kept rewinding it, and it just gave me that chill, that. And I just kept going more and more into it. And I'm like, okay, now this is why this makes sense. This is why TJ didn't understand. This is why TJ was looking at her crazy. This is why a lot of people said, what's wrong with her? Like, because I understood. Yeah, you bound to hear anything. Arguments, all that. You bound to hear that. You bound to hear that. You stay in an apartment. Come on, you bound to hear all that. Yeah, come on. And oh, thank you. Thank you. Why is she terrified to speak? Why is she so terrified to speak? Is it because she know she's seen that person? You gotta remind yourself that that video was chopped up also. It was edited. So we didn't get the whole video. You understand? It's longer than that. Um, I don't think so. I'm telling y'all. I really, really don't think so. I think it has to do with obsession. What's up? I think it has to do with obsession, control, and abuse. Just being honest with you, like, I don't think it got anything to do with somebody on somebody. That's your mother's. But it's people like that. is people like that, especially come on when you got Instagram model or somebody that's known, somebody that's petite. Look, they got that look. Like, come on, you ain't trying to lose that. You got the ones that be like, "Oh, my dead body," and that this that. It's crazy. I ain't trying to say too much. Um, but I had to chime in with y'all tonight. Like, I had to let y'all know that exactly. We don't call y'all definitely. We don't call our baby mothers our exes neither. I never heard nobody do that ever. I never heard nobody do that. Like, period. Never, man. It's just crazy. I ain't really trying to talk talk too much. It's more to it, but I'm gonna do my research first before I just say anything. I like to give y'all the facts with of course everything I'm saying is alleged, but I don't want to give y'all nothing false. That's why I showed y'all, and I showed y'all everything. Like, and that's not even everything. That's that's not even everything. It's just I don't want to give y'all too much. Like, that's why I'm welcome to any opinions or ideas or whatever. Like, from any of y'all. Like, that's why like, y'all opinions do matter, because I ain't want y'all I ain't want to feel like I was tripping. Like, I'm a very intelligent person, but I ain't want to feel like I was tripping, even though I know I'm not, and I done ran this through others, but it's bigger than what everybody saying and going with and trying to blame and trying to throw y'all off and stir it this way. That is just throw off. I'm telling you, that is just a throw off. The play, it's a throw. All that is a throw off. Stick to the facts. You heard what she said out her own mouth. You heard what she said out her own mouth. Right. Come on. She knew that them kids was safe with TJ. But like, I don't want to talk negative or like, but please stay up. Don't let people throw you in the loop. We know Miss Alberta loves her daughter. We know Lex loves her mother. The day that she ended up missing, she just came from her mother's house. Who did TJ call when she drove around him crazy and sped off into the night? TJ called her mother. Man, call your daughter. I don't know what type of time she on. She ain't answering the phone. Call your daughter. You know that. Mm, Man, I don't know what else to say. I mean, I can say some things, but I ain't trying to I ain't trying to do too much. What did the message say? Yeah, what, okay, let's see. Basically, the person said that he had her. He had Alexis. Follow these instructions, and you know. But my whole thing is how you get her phone number. Did you get her out of Alexis' phone? Hmm. Who knows? Who knows? We can speculate that all day. We can say maybe he got it from here, maybe he got it from there. But that, how you can see something, and it give you it gives you this feeling like that text ain't right. It may seem plain to you, but it's something that's not right about that text. Like I'm gonna post the text again. I'm gonna post the text again so everybody can see it. That text wasn't right. Like it felt personal to me. It almost felt like they was trying to use her to, for her not to keep talking about Lex so people wouldn't look for her. I don't know how to really put it, but it definitely did not sound right to me. I'm about to share it now. Definitely didn't seem right. I mean, and you can see Miss Alberta with her. You can see what she said. I want my daughter back. That's what she said. He said, and I can give you my word that as long as you do what was asked, she will be returned. However, if you do not or do anything to not keep your end of the arrangement, she will not be brought home without my help. Like like that last sentence, she will not be brought home without my help. Like that lets me know like it was more than one person that's involved. Like, was that the person that drove the second truck that followed Lex's car when it was dropped off in their hunting grounds? Like that, right? Like you don't understand. It give me chills. Just people play. They do stuff and harass family, but uh-uh. Yeah, it's way more to the conversation to this. I'm just giving you what I'm speculating on, and you can nitpick, you can do whatever you. I mean, however you. My thing is not to try to change it. I'm giving you what my speculation, and I'm not even gonna speak on that because that's obviously you don't get it, but it's it is what it is, man. I got a lot, a lot more. I'm just trying to move wisely, to be honest with y'all. I'm trying to move wisely. But yeah, you're correct. There was somebody that even messaged her, trying to say I give Alexis back for 100. I think it was like $100 or $200. Green dot card. Police followed up on that. Nobody never came. So a whole lot. But even that could have been a throw off. Even that, because that don't even make sense. No, it was actually more to it. It was when I took the when I took the picture, that was basically like what I got. It was actually a longer text than that. She didn't text him first. It was a longer text than that. I just gave you the part that I felt as though that was weird to me, especially at the end when he said, you know, I can help bring her home. But it was way longer than that. Yeah, people, uh, it's cool to hear your opinion, but I'm gonna let you know. She did not text them first. I'm being honest about that. She didn't. The text is way longer than that. But you can do your own speculation. But you heard from Alexis herself to the neighbor, and I do think um she is the key because I think she know who drives the black truck. I think she knows who the ex is. Well, she told you she knew who the ex was. She said the guy who was here with you the other day. She said it. She know who she was even talking about. Mm. Yes, I did. But one thing for certain, two things for sure. I'm never gonna put and it's okay for you to take it and run with it. One thing for certain, two things for sure. I'm never gonna put nothing out there to jeopardize anybody. I'm gonna give you what I want to give you, and it's if you want to take it and don't believe it, by all means, take it and don't believe it. But one thing I don't like when I mean, and it's okay, but it's like almost like people want to know, like it's like when they say we need to speak to Miss Alberta, and Miss Alberta need to tell us. When she did try to tell you, you bashed her. You bashed her. And now she's not saying nothing. You like come back like, well, we need to see the whole thing. Okay, well, you're not. I'm not showing you. You probably can, I'm not. And that's what it is. I'm not. I'm not showing you the whole thing. I'm not putting nobody at risk. I'm that I felt I gave you that piece that I felt as though it didn't compromise anybody else or you know whatever. Yeah, it would definitely be revealed. And what I'm saying, everything that I'm saying now, like I said in the beginning, is speculation. And what I think, I said in the beginning, what I think, I never said everything that I'm saying is facts. I know for a fact. Now, I believe in my heart that this is facts because of the video, what was said, you know, and me doing my own homework and I ain't trying to talk too much, but yeah, it is what it is. And besides, I definitely keep in contact with the family personally, not like personally, personally, and out of respect for them, I cover things that I feel as though that I get their blessings on before I even cover it, out of respect for them, period. I just don't do it because I want, like I do it. I make sure I get the go before I even do it. That's your speculation on Mystery Gang Reloaded. That's not my speculation. So if you want to think that, then you think that, sir. But in the video, she said, I need to get away. She didn't say I need to voluntarily leave and just do this. She said she need to get away from her ex. She needed this. Now, if you want to think about her mental state and all that, then you take it on your show and you do that. Because here on Got the Drop TV, we ain't doing that. And I respect you, but I ain't here for all that. That's when people get thrown through loopholes and stuff. We ain't doing that. Not here. Not here. I I I I I know what I feel. I know what I saw. I know the work that I'm doing. And if you don't, it is what it is. Some people gonna like it. Some people gonna hate it. It is what it is. But I'm not gonna lie to you. If where is the respect? Okay. Mystery gang. Let me go ahead and nip you in the butt real quick. It's you know what's crazy about you, and with all due respect, you first came on my platform trying to get me to meet up with you and Micah and click up. Now you on my platform trying to question every little thing that I say, like I'm a lawyer, like I'm God, like if you did not understand before speculation, how do you know everything that Micah said on your channel was 100% facts? Do you see me on your channel screaming at Micah or whoever? So with all due respect, if this is what you want to do to try to push or gain or whatever, you're not gonna get that push from me, bro. So continue on with your speculation. Continue on with your questioning and have a great night. Yeah, mental health is definitely real. As I said before, I deal with a lot of mental health. I deal with a lot of it. I deal with a lot of it. I understand. Salute to you, but every question does not deem an answer. I'm not here to, you can have an opinion, but I'm not on the jury stand, sir. I just gave you my thoughts. You're more than welcome if you want to, you can continue questioning. You want to hit the line. I put the link in the chat. You're more than welcome to come up here, but that does not mean I have to answer you. That does not mean I have to answer you, sir. I don't. I know what I know. I even know, that's neither here nor there. I know what I know. But it's okay. It's okay because you don't know what you know. That's why you're entitled to your questions, and that's okay. It's okay. And that's all we can do is pray for them. That's all we can do. Right. And that's the sad part that when people click off of here, they're gonna go to sleep at night because it's all a story. You see, like how we got this. Somebody said, "How you know she ain't leave voluntarily? How do you know this, that?" Like it's not a game, sir. Like if you if some people did the work that we in this family did and been on some of these government agency sites and organizations programs and stuff, you will see that it's not a game. It is not a game that they wouldn't even waste their time if they felt as though that it was not foul play involved. You understand? So that's why some things is just better yet unsaid. But my prayers always go out to the family, and I'm gonna push this link again. So if anybody got any questions or if you want to just speak your mind, by all means, you definitely are welcome. So I'm gonna post it in the link in the chat, and by all means, you can come up here. Yeah, I have a lot of respect. Yeah, I appreciate that, Susan. Always, always. Absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you, Susan. I mean, of course. I mean, we're not dealing with dumb criminals. I know some criminals are dumb, but some criminals are smart too. Anyway, uh, okay. Nobody deserves it. Nobody deserves it. Like I said before, family going through it, and the reason why I can kind of disagree with that is because the kids are a part of the family. Like that does something to the kids' mental. You know, when they go around their friends and see that they have their mothers and stuff still around and their mother ain't home yet. That's all. That deals with mental health. Who cares? I'm about to add you up here.
Good evening, everybody, and blessings and sending love and light to you all.
What's up? Peace and blessings.
Thank you. Um, you know, at a certain point, we have to start looking at people's movements and not what's being said. There's a
Mm-hmm.
lot of things that you can learn from just listening and not talking,
Mm.
in looking at and being observant. I always try to tell even my children to always be aware of your surroundings, how
Yes, ma'am.
people are moving within that. It'll
Yes,
tell
ma'am.
you a whole lot more than anybody just saying. Because a lot of people can talk and they talk with emptiness.
Mm-hmm.
I feel that
Definitely.
from the
Yeah.
video, what I gathered is that this young lady had a lot of insight and discernment within herself. She
Mm-hmm.
knew that something was not right. And as a female, I'm going to protect my family at all costs.
Yes,
If
ma'am.
that means that I'm going to pick the better of the lesser evils,
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to I feel that she did what she had to do with the circumstances that she was dealing with. I
Right.
feel that she knew that something was pending, some doom was looming, and that's why she moved the way she moved.
Yes,
But
ma'am.
she knew she was she knew that she was in a pit of snakes.
Right. She called it.
She did. She
She
did.
called it. Like,
She did. And I think
mm,
that's why she had moved that way.
mm-hmm.
Um, she's intuitive,
Right.
and
Me and
she
you on the
could
same
see it.
page without me
Yeah, she
saying
could
much.
see it.
Yeah, she
She could
definitely
see it.
on the. Me and you definitely on the same page.
Exactly. And some people get it, some people won't.
Right.
The one thing
Yes.
that concerns me is the conversation via text that her mother had. Now, I
Right.
don't know if her mother is the tie that binds between Alexis and the man that she knew, because there are people who we introduce to our parents
Right.
that may be a meantime boyfriend, but are not a long time boyfriend.
Mhm.
And who knows what relationship she had to cut ties with, whether it was a peaceful breakup or if it was something that was a little different.
Right.
Okay. That's only something that she knows. But I do know that where they found that car, Alexis didn't walk from that area.
Absolutely not.
I really do believe that there was somebody that she either met up with somebody or they followed. And we have to start thinking as if we are, as if a cop would,
Right.
and look at what's laid before us. Look how a person's moving, a person's actions will tell you a whole lot more than
Right.
what they're saying. I feel that what she dug up in the ground, because she did practice root work, I
Right.
want to say that it was a spell of protection.
Right.
I want to
That's what
say
I
that the
thought. That's
neighbor,
what I said too.
I want to say the neighbor heard everything. Neighbors can
Mhm.
hear you having sex. They can
Right.
hear you fighting. Neighbors are nosy. They
Yeah.
know who comes in and out of your house. They watch.
Right.
Even when you're not looking,
Mhm.
they watch everything.
She
And
even
she
told
knew.
that the dude that was here the other day, like, how you know that? Like,
She
how you
knew.
know that?
She was watching. And you don't know if that was the only conversation her and that neighbor had, because she
Exactly.
was real cool to come down there and be like, look,
Mhm.
I just want to let you know I practice root work. She ain't come out and say that for no reason. She knew
Right.
the neighbor knew
Right. Because I felt like she got caught doing something, you know, or she
that
probably like,
part.
what is she doing out there in
That
the
part.
ground digging? Like, what is she doing? And she probably looked and seen it and was like, what, let me go let her know what this is so she won't think I'm on this type tip. See, people
That
like her always get misunderstood. You know why? Because people feel what they don't understand.
that
You
part.
know, like I what you said, everything you said, I agreed. I just wasn't trying to really put it out there too much. But look at it from this, like, because I've been looking at a whole bunch of different cases where these men, like, to the point that women was in a car with a man, like, I feel like I ain't gonna make it past 25, and the man actually kills her, or the husband kills the whole family. You
Yeah.
know, like I just posted something the other day where a man went to the sheriff department. He showed the signs, and the
Mm-hmm.
signs was ignored. And he went
Mm-hmm.
home and he killed his wife and his two kids. It
Mm-hmm.
was a
Mm-hmm.
woman that had six kids. Her, her baby father killed her and all the kids. You know, thank God she even, whether you call it crazy, whatever, but she wasn't dumb. You feel
But
me?
see, I don't call people like that crazy, because they
Right.
are more in tuned. They
Exactly.
can see things that I might not be able to be privy to and
Mm-hmm.
see. So
Right.
therefore, I listen to everybody has a part to play, and they have
Right.
insight. Some people have um, street smarts, some have book smarts. You're blessed to have both.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes,
Um,
ma'am.
but she played the cards that she felt that she could play, and she was making moves for a
Mm-hmm.
reason. She was putting out that information with the lottery tickets for a reason. She ain't do
Mm-hmm.
nothing just to be doing something.
Mm-mm.
you know People who don't are more closed minded will see it as, oh, it's mental illness. A lot of people who they claim to have these mental illness are not the ones with the mental illness.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Some of these people, they're speaking on a level that we may not understand.
Right.
And a lot of people who they said had mental illness were those that saw further into the future and grasp things a little more differently than what we do, and they had different opinions.
Right.
And that should be celebrated. And she was telling everybody, nobody was paying attention and listening
Right.
to
Mm-hmm.
what she was saying. She could only say but so much. I've known people who have been in relationships for years that the man has, because I know one of somebody on the chat was like, well, TJ had, beat her, or they had domestic violence.
Right.
I don't truthfully speak on that, because there's three sides to a story. You could
Always.
have something where a woman could have agitated, did something to the
Mm.
man not gonna say nothing, but the end result was this. um
Right.
so I don't know, I can't confirm or
Right.
deny anything when it comes to that, because like I said, there's three sides to the story. But she felt comfortable enough to say, I'm gonna leave my babies with TJ, because she had talked to Sosa and asked him for some money. She
Right.
never said, meet me, Sosa, at blah,
Right.
blah, blah, then come get these kids because blah, blah, blah. She didn't go and say that. She met up with
Mm-hmm.
TJ.
Right.
Okay. Um, you know, we all learn at different stages in life. We all move accordingly, depending on how things. I can't fault the next man, because what I did when I was young was not what I'm doing now at my age.
Right.
However, I do know as a mother, especially if we're a nurturing mother, and how those children look, they were well taken care of. She took pride in herself and pride in her children and pride in her surroundings,
Yes, ma'am.
and she displayed it.
Yes,
She
ma'am.
displayed it. It was out there. And so in my heart, I don't feel that she, would have left them if she knew that TJ was, beating her and he was going to hurt the kids. She wouldn't have left her babies like that.
Absolutely not.
She wouldn't have did
Absolutely
that.
not. If she had an inkling of, you know, for somebody that went through allegedly so much stuff, she wouldn't even thought twice of leaving her kids
Right.
around.
And
Like,
that's a mother's sacrifice.
right.
We will save our children. We will get hurt ourselves before we allow anybody to hurt our babies.
Yep.
That's a mother's sacrifice. If we know that we're in danger, we're going to protect our children, and we're going to put them out of harm's way. And you don't know if there was a conversation between her and that ex, that maybe he threatened her,
Mm-hmm.
maybe he threatened TJ or Sosa. He could anything. You don't
Right.
know what's in the mind of somebody else. You pray that like she said, he don't know that I can read his mind. She said that for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
She been reading this man,
Right.
and she knew he had ill intentions. And so she moved accordingly. She played her part.
Right.
That's just my 2 cents.
Yeah, man, salute to you because some people ain't gonna grasp it and some will. That show you right there, like what levels we on. It don't mean that a person is dumber than a certain person. It don't mean that. It just means that, you know, we all on a certain level of our intuition. It could be your intuition, it could be discernment, it could be,
Mhm.
all it can be, but that don't make you better than nobody else because me, like I feel as though that I have what they call that third eye or hindsight. I'm
Mhm.
intelligent, I'm street smart, I've been in the streets. I do a lot, but I may not have that intuition that she had. You feel me?
Mhm.
Because she
Mhm.
probably took a gamble like, okay, like I'm dabbing in this, like you said, but I'm gonna take the lesser evil, right? Like, all right, I got these routes, they all bad though. I
Correct.
got these routes, all of them bad. I'm gonna take this lesser bad route because now that I know this, I can prepare. You feel me? Even
Correct.
though it's gonna go sideways, I can do damage control where it's just me. You feel me? You understand where
Correct.
I'm coming from?
Correct.
Like, yeah,
Correct.
like I understand it. I understand. Like, but some people, but everybody not gonna understand because just like you said, some people, so many people get diagnosed with mental illness. Not every mental illness. Um, I want to specifically say that not every mental illness, but a lot of people that say, like, I'm gonna give you an example. When people say they see things, they see other people or somebody here, or that or whatever, the doctors don't see that.
That's
They don't
right.
see what you see. They don't hear what you hear. And because they don't understand or see what you see or hear what you hear, they they diagnose you of, oh, you just schizophrenic,
That's
or
right.
you delusional, or but you may have never attempted to violate nobody with violence. You understand? You
Correct.
probably was that type that just people used to be like, "Who you talking to?" They just caught you always talking. You
Mm-hmm.
feel me? And
Mm-hmm.
they might have been like, "Who are you talking to?" Nobody.
Mm-hmm.
Stop
Mm-hmm.
that! Stop that! And man, what's wrong with you? But
Mm-hmm.
you never you never condoned in violence, but you had this thing in you. You feel me? And because people didn't, they don't understand that, they label that and they control that with a pill. You
Well,
understand?
true. Well, my thing is this: show me, raise your hand if you haven't had a moment of insanity. Okay, because if you pressed up against the wall, there's a lot of people who call themselves so much sane that will sit up there and do some things that have you scratching your head like, what?
Hmm.
So, we can't be, there are some people that have mental illnesses, or mental illness, and we deal with them appropriately. But I've always known the person that's so quick to diagnose, and those that especially with the psychologists and psychiatrists, they may be crazier than you are. So I can't sit up there and have you judge me on my level of sanity, because everybody has a breaking point.
Hmm.
Everybody goes through something, and the way you handle it might not look uh, normal or sane to some people, but you did what you did for a reason. It might not come out in the wash, but it will come out in the rinse.
Yes, ma'am. And see, I wanna literally, it's nothing wrong with what you're saying. But see, you're thinking on it from one perspective, on today's perspective in the world where, see, because every comment you said, and I didn't even want to say, but every comment you said was bad, negative. We're not
Yes,
speaking on negative. We're not speaking on how many people beat their kids. We're not speaking on that, because the difference between some mental illnesses is that it can lead to all right, some kids that have that's artistic, they
hmm
may lack in certain spaces but be greater in other, you
and
know
this is
in
true.
other spaces.
But I'm
Some
not.
mental illnesses can help people, a person, in ways that you don't understand. It doesn't always have to be bad or somebody this or somebody that. It doesn't.
But I'm not even speaking on it on a negative.
Yeah,
I'm
I
speaking
know you're not. I know
because
you're not.
I'm speaking on it as experience. Okay,
Right.
I see. Well, I would tell you personally, I have a son who had a brain tumor who is considered autistic, and his insight, even though if the world were to look at him, they may see him as, special needs. They may, he does talk to him. So he has a little pretend friend that he talks to.
Hmm.
And if somebody were outside to see that, they would be like, oh my gosh, something going on, this, that.
Hmm.
But it's different it's different. It doesn't mean that it's right or wrong.
Right.
It's different. People don't understand things that are different.
Right. And you're
And we
absolutely right.
don't need to box people in by putting labels on them.
Right.
And that was my whole point, is that, a lot of times the world will label you as this, but that does not mean that you are that,
Hmm.
that label that they want to slap on you as being mentally ill, as being, you may look promiscuous. They want to slap these labels on you.
Hmm.
Um, and I just don't see that. I see a young lady that was, yeah, I see a young lady that was going through something, and she was crying out and nobody was hearing her.
Mm-mm. You right.
That's what I
You right.
see from her the ring video, from her actions, even reading her post.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and sometimes in the world there's a lot of noise and our cries get jumbled in it,
Mm-hmm.
and it's unfortunate. And I pray for her and her family. Um, I pray that
Yes,
she gets
ma'am.
the justice she deserves. Whether, you know, hope. I'm praying and I'm holding on to hope that she's here.
Yes, ma'am.
But
Me too.
if it is a different result, I pray that they get the justice that they deserve for her. Because, like I said, this is a story to us. This is their reality. What is put out, these children can view and research in the future.
Mm-hmm.
And, we have to be very careful in, in condemning and in the assumptions. That's why I stated that's my opinion, because I don't know. Nobody knows, until the facts are revealed. But I would, I just would be a little more mindful because I know that these children can research this.
Yeah.
And that's their mom. They will always see her as mommy, regardless of what the world sees her. That's their mom, and children see their mother through eyes of love.
Mm-hmm. You right. You so
Yeah,
right. And I salute you. I definitely salute you
okay.
because and you came up here with all positivity, and I'm happy that you can share on you can share on some of the aspects that I couldn't form the words to really say because it's definitely real, and and that's the thing that in the world that we live in, like we don't a lot of people don't see the all right, I'm gonna use this as example. Like I said last time, a person can be missing, and without hearing the story, everybody will be like, oh my God, we're gonna keep prayers for the family. But
Mhm.
when you start hearing the background of that person, then you start judging that person
Right,
that's missing.
right.
Instead of just understanding that the person is missing, nobody deserves to be taken, period.
That's
You
right.
understand? But you were the same one that was, you know, prayer hands, you know, the family, all these things. But then you start hearing pieces of the background that may not fulfill you the way that you want. So you take your prayers back and you start judging, making judgment on that person as if you God. No, none of us perfect. I'm just throwing that out there that sometimes we get so blinded and caught up in who, what, when, where, how. How do we not know this? How do we not know that? If we would just do this, if we just do that, man. If I had like, if only that could happen, we will be good. But what if I wish ain't gonna make it true? Like it like that's why I try to focus on the greater. I'm not sitting up here talking about, what she did, who like what she probably did wrong because at the end of the day, this woman still got kids. Her kids gotta see this. Her kids want to see this. And the last thing that any child will want to see is somebody bashing their mother. So that's not my place to bash their mother. That's why when questions are asked, how do I know that she didn't just leave on her own? Like, did you did you feel the energy? Did you hear the words that was coming out of her mouth? Did she sound happy? Did she said, "Oh, I gotta leave because I want to change the scenery"? She sounded like she was being threatened, that it was a problem that she needed to get away from. Like, not saying that she could, a person could have opened the van and said, God forbid, the person could have opened the van and she could have walked to, like, all right, it is what it is. There's no more running, like, God forbid. But something happened. At the end of the day, this is a missing woman with kids, and I'm not here to beat her down. Period. Like, I look at it as if, you know if one, like I said before, if something happened to you, one of your kids, your kids could be one of the people that's the neighborhood bullies or whatever. But if she get miss, if she's missing, you be the same one reaching out for somebody to help you. It ain't about their background. No, like, and these days it's sad that people make it about their background to try to make it seem like, okay, this person is missing. This is why they missing. Good riddance. Nah, that's what, and it's sad. It's sad because people turn crime into uh why, like, oh, he got murdered, he got shot in the head. Well, why he got murdered? Did he owe somebody? Did he, what he do? Oh, he deserved that. He deserved that. He took $20, or he took that. Well, he deserved it. Like, I don't try to think like that, because when you start thinking like that, then you don't know that that's you thinking on a negative level. And when you keep thinking like that, it gets bigger and bigger and it grows. You know. So I ain't trying to lead y'all. So I'm gonna end it on that note, and please keep the family in prayer. I thank everybody that's been supporting the family, that has been, supporting the family big time. And like I said, I'm gonna keep doing what I do. I'm going to definitely get in contact with these people so we can make some things happen, um, and get this spread worldwide. Well, hold on, we have another caller. Amber, you on?
Hello.
Yes.
Hey, how
How
you
you
doing?
doing? Peace and
I'm
blessings.
good. Huh?
I said peace and blessings.
Oh, okay. So, question for you. Um, so why haven't they found her? And they've been finding everybody else.
To be honest with you, I don't know where you seen that they found everybody else, because there's millions of missing people. Like I said earlier, I was on blackandmissings.com, where the founders, Natal, I think Natalia Wilson, she does an
Mhm.
HBO channel for missing people. They
Uh
haven't
huh.
been found. There's people that's been missing and just now getting found years later. You know,
Right.
so
But
you can't
I should
say that
rephrase that.
everybody's being found. You can't necessarily
I'm
say
saying like the top cases that they've been talking about. Like
who's been talking about.
media, just
I,
like the
I'm not on
news.
every media, so I don't
No, I'm
know.
just saying like the news. Period. We know the Gabby Petito and like
I never heard,
Ariana Taylor, like the
but these people have also been found. Sorry, and and I send my condolences to the family. They have also have been found, deceased. And you have to understand also that every police department is not the same in every city. It's not like all these people was missing from South Carolina. These people are missing from different parts of the world. You understand? So when you say things like that, you have to understand that that police department may not have the same heart that South Carolina has. You understand? So, I can't give you a forward answer of why they're not finding her, because all I can do is tell you that we trying to do as a collective to do everything we can to try to find her. But
Mhm.
I don't know all the people in the world that's been missing that has been found, because there's so many people that's still missing and still have been missing for years. You
Mhm.
know. So yeah, that's my response to that. But you have another question?
No, I was just gonna say like, cause like it's kind of sad. Like we don't really see any news reporting um
On who?
on Alexis Ware.
You sure about that? Have you looked it up, or have you just heard that from anybody else? Because
No,
I
I've
have.
been.
I can play a clip from the news media of what, a week or two ago, and you have to understand that a missing person that's been missing for a certain amount of time, they're not going to keep speaking on it. They're
Mhm.
not going to, because they have a time span of a 72-hour period. Well, they feel as though that if they don't find this person in 72 hours, they're dead. Period. They're like they're
Right.
dead. They're not going to keep wasting resources. They're not going to keep spending that play unless the family has money to do so. That's why a lot of GoFundMe has been, comes into play to help the family, do what they need to do as far as that loved one. And the GoFundMe could be used in multiple different things, but they're not going to keep talking about it. That's why we have to be the voice for them. And if they see that we're speaking about it and we keep speaking about it and we keep looking about it, that's going to cause them to speak about it. But if you let
Mhm.
things die down, then you letting the name die. You understand?
Right.
That's
Mhm.
why that's why now we have people from different parts of the state printing out Alexis Ware flyers and putting it up. You understand?
Mhm.
So her name can live on, so people can know exactly who she is. Because
Mhm.
when you if the news people play that and then they get a new missing person, guess who they gonna stop playing? The old
Mhm.
missing person. Because
And
they got a
play the
new
new one.
because
Yeah.
they got a new one. They're gonna stop
Right.
playing the old one because they got a new one because it's fresh. You understand?
Right.
So you just gotta understand how media works. It's about what catches people out, what keeps them drawn in. And it's sad, but it's the reality that we live in.
Mhm. They talk about the popular cases,
All right.
right? Mhm. Because
It's
I swear, like the Gabby Petito case, they
yeah.
talked about that case for like 2 months. Like they
The
were on
other
a manhunt for her
right,
every single day. Like bloggers, YouTubers, everybody was out there looking for that girl.
right.
Right. So no, I
Like
understand what you.
even look at the Kanika Jenkins case. Like
Mhm.
I doubt if they and my condolence to the family, but I doubt that they would even talk about this woman if they didn't find her with her organs missing.
Mhm.
You understand? But now that her organs and stuff was missing, now it gives people a conspiracy theory to talk about. Oh, the Illuminati was this. Oh, they done. They harvesting her organs and they doing this and like all type of stuff. Whatever can gives people a 50 stories to run on this person. That's what excites a person.
Mhm.
But nobody don't want to really deal with the real. You feel me? Because when you dealing with the real, sometimes it's not that exciting. It's not that exciting when it's plain cut, just like Alexis Ware. Then like this plain cut, like this, like okay, nah, that's not too exciting. We done heard. Well, it could be a play, it could be this, it could be that, but they don't. How, like even in my city, a lot of people don't know about Alexis Ware.
Mhm.
Like they don't know. But that's why I keep saying like spread her word, spread her name. Hashtag
Mhm.
bring Lex home. Post her picture on your Facebook. Post the flyer on your Instagram. Post the flyer on the tweet, because we as the people have power over the news coverage. You feel me? That if we keep posting, and then we have people reaching out to it, they're eventually gonna put the press. They're eventually gonna run it. They're going, you feel me? But if no money is involved, and they're just gonna look for a new hot topic. That's how the news is run. They go to the hottest topic, the newest violence that just happened. This case has been going on since January. It's May. January
Mhm.
30th. You feel me? It's May. They're not gonna talk about it unless we refresh it and have somebody spend some money, or do something that makes people be like, wow. You feel me?
Yeah. Mhm. Right.
It's sad,
Because
but what it is.
I live in California, and I don't really think people know about Alexis Ware out here. I don't
All
think
right,
they really know about it. Mm-mm.
all right, but that's
And
why. Oh, my bad. Go ahead.
no, I was gonna say I just heard about it because I watch YouTube
Right.
bloggers and stuff. So,
Mm-hmm.
but I've never heard about it on the news or
Right.
anything like that. Mm-mm.
And
No.
that's why I kind of thank God for YouTube, because it brings people that's from all over the world to one platform to hear about things in different parts of the city, in the world, or whatnot. And it's an eye opener, because if I can grab one person from your town to make a stand, that's willing to print pictures and missing flies out, you can draw a multitude. You understand? That's enough. That's enough for me. Or if I can draw somebody from Texas, somebody from Louisiana, that takes it serious as I'm taking it, that's enough for me, because that's gonna get around, especially when you putting the flyers up. Who's Alexis Ware? She from my city? No, she's from South Carolina. And then when people
Mhm.
get on YouTube, they be like, "Oh, I heard about her. I just seen a flyer on the wall." You understand?
Right. Mhm.
Seen a flyer of her. Oh, so
Mhm.
this is who she is.
Right.
So this is, YouTube talks about a lot of things that's not on the news, that should be on the news. You understand?
Mhm.
And that's why I kind of thank God for it, because it brings out the best of both worlds, positive and a lot of negative, but a lot of things that's not being spoken or talked about, that you can get international insight on it. You understand?
Yeah. Mhm.
Good night, Miss
Mhm.
Denise.
What'd you say?
No, I was telling Miss Denise. She said good night, all. I was letting her know good night. Somebody in the chat.
Oh, okay. But yeah, I see what you're saying. But yeah, I just wanted to ask you, like, what do you think is, preventing them, or what's the case on them, like why they haven't found her or anything like that?
I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna break this down in an example of where I live. The police in certain cities don't give a damn, and that's
Mhm.
just what it is. In the city where I'm from, they do not charge people for drugs. It's being real. They do not charge people for drugs. I'm talking about literally, police be standing right in front of you, and you say, "I got that, whatever," and they do not do a damn thing. I mean,
Really?
hand to hand transaction, they will not do a damn, not doing that. They're not locking you up. They not allowed to lock people up for drugs up here where I'm from.
What state is that? What
I'm in
state is this?
Baltimore. I'm in Baltimore. The
Oh,
district attorney that files charges on these people got on the news and said, we're not charging people for drugs, prostitutions, none of that. Those are
really?
crimes. Those are petty crimes. We are more focused on the high value crimes. And since then, nobody, nobody.
Really?
So it lets you know that the police department and where you from and where you live, and you know it's about you have to make that stand. You feel me? You can't rely always on the police, because
Mhm.
they only going to do but so much, and they definitely not going to spend their money looking for your child all day every day. You know,
Mhm.
they're going to do their job probably for 72 hours, 48 to 72 hours, and that's it. If
Mhm.
you find, give us a tip. Call a hotline. Give us a tip. That's the only way we coming out. But if you think we're gonna be doing searches every day, that's dead. That's dead. We ain't bringing no canines out every day for 2 weeks. That's dead. You better call this hotline when you got a tip.
Mhm.
You're gonna do it for about 3, 4 days, maybe a week, maybe a week. And that's it. That's it. But when you in counties too, or cities too, where the governor has zero tolerance for crime, and it's certain, and the laws are a bit different, then you may see more different cities push harder and farther than other cities because they have a zero tolerance for any crime, period, especially violent, or stuff like that. And they want to show the Congress or the mayor or the city that you can trust us. We got you. You feel me? You see
Mhm.
what we doing for Miss Darlene? We had three statewide police officers here looking for her loved one. That's when they trying to push and run for stuff and run laws and get the people to trust them and all that. But in small cities like South Carolina, because I used to stay in South Carolina, like Baltimore, like they ain't with none of that. You better off going looking for it yourself. I'm just being honest with you.
Mhm.
It's the
Yeah.
politicians. It's all about where you at and how it is. The police department ain't everybody ain't the same. I'm being honest with you.
Mhm. So in South Carolina, are they a little bit racist?
Hmm?
Or are they a little bit racist in South Carolina, or has
Are they
all
a
that
little
stuff?
bit different? I
Are they
think.
a little bit racist, or has that stuff died down?
Oh, absolutely. Like, especially because I think South Carolina is more ran by sheriffs than regular police officers. Like, and when I was living in Florida, the city, when I was staying in Florida, the same sheriff officers that be on the street that can lock you up be the
Uh-huh.
same can also be the same ones that watch you as an inmate in the jail.
Oh,
That's
are you
crazy, ain't
serious?
it? That's
Right.
crazy. That is
Mhm.
crazy. But I've been there and done that, seen it. You understand?
Right.
Every place is different. It's Every place is different. You may have to rely on the sheriff. You may have to rely on the police officer. Some may say, "Don't miss me with the BS." Some don't. Some just want to do 8 hours and go to hell home. They don't want to do nothing. They just
Mhm.
wear the uniform, wear the gun, wear the badge, and just want to do 8 hours and go home. They don't want to do no work. They don't want to do no work.
Mhm.
They don't want to push that pen. They don't want to push that paper. They don't want to do nothing. I just want to go home. I don't want to have to kill nobody. I don't have to chase nobody. I don't want to have to do nothing. I just want to go home. Let me just do
Mhm.
my 8 and go home. That's how they be.
Mhm.
But
Right.
everywhere is different.
Mhm. But yeah. So, well, I just, like you said, just pray for the family, and hopefully they find her,
Yes.
and you know.
Just pray for the family, Miss Alberta and them kids. That's Alexis kids, and
Mhm.
the best thing that we can do is pray. And if you want to do anything, if your heart is in the right place and you want to help, you can take the flyer of Alexis. It's posted anyway. You can go on Google, just type in Alexis Ware, her flyer gonna pop up.
Mhm.
Save it to your computer, your phone, or whatever. Go on your Facebook, post it
Mhm.
post it. That helps. Hashtag bring Lex home. BringLexHome.
Mhm.
Hashtag bring Lex
Right.
home.
I will.
Hashtag it. You know,
Uh-huh.
let other people know about her.
Yeah.
And that's how we spread awareness.
I
You know,
will.
please. And I salute and I thank you for calling in for your questions. And I'm here and you always welcome to pull up, chime in, ask me anything you want to ask me or give your input, or even if you have a topic that you want to speak on, always welcome to come here.
Thank you. You
All right.
have a blessed night.
You
Thank you
too.
so much.
Peace and blessings. And yeah, salute. So for anybody else that want to chime in, you more than welcome to chime in. But I'm gonna wrap it up for the night. Um, I'm gonna do some more studying and digging. But we're gonna keep the family in our prayers. Pray for Alexis. Pray for her soul. Pray for her body. Pray for physical strength. Pray for her whole family. You know, don't worry about what's going on. As long as you know you what's in your heart, that's all that counts. That's all that counts is if your heart is in a good split a pace. If your heart is in a good place and it's meant for whatever you wanted to mean for, that's the only thing that matters. Don't worry about anything else. Just worry about where your heart is at. But if you want help, I have information on the GoFundMe. Um, but you can start by taking a fly, print them out in your hometown. No, pass them out. Have somebody else pass them out. Post a flyer of Alexis Ware on your page, on your Facebook, your Instagram, your Twitter, anywhere. If you can post the picture, post hashtag bring Lex home. It just only take a few seconds. But y'all heard it right here, man. It's your boy Drop from Got the Drop TV, aka J Real, man. And y'all heard it right here. Hit that like and that subscribe and that notification bell button so you can get the drop whenever I get the drop. Peace, blessings. I'm out.